Hello and welcome everybody to episode 11 of my Let's Play Satisfactory playthrough. Um, I am MechE87 and I will be of course hosting once again. Today's objective is going to be setting up our steel industry, or at least trying to find an area to do that. See how this is going first here. Quite a bit of that, that's good. Producing tickets, so we know that we have two healthy iron sources right over here that could be used in the manufacturing of steel. The only issue is that the nearest, and I mean this, the nearest coal reserves are over 700 meters away. So what I'm thinking is that we're going to tap these and send them up and over. So, okay, let's make sure that's just one of those giant friendly beasts. It sounds like it is. So that's what we're going to end up doing. So let's have a look and see exactly just how far away our coal supply is. I think it's the power plant that's the closest. Yeah, 800 meters. So then we have a set over there 1,000. And I set this 1,300. So more than likely what we're going to end up having to do here is try to set up at one of these coal mining areas. See if there's any iron in that area. So let's go over to one of the ones that we haven't explored yet. I'm going to hit that again. That would make sure we're going in the right direction. And we're going to try to avoid the coal over by our power plant for now. Now, there's two things we could do here. We can either, A, ship the coal back to the base. And when I mean by ship, I mean use an actual vehicle to do that. Or we could try to conveyor belt it back, which is going to take a lot of resources to maintain. So, okay, we don't have a bridge here, so we're going to snap to grid. All right, hit R, and that way we could zoop it over there. We'll raise it up a level, that way we can just easily jump right up and over. And we're 400 meters away. Nice try, Hog. Okay, we might be crashing here. We're going to find out. Right now I'm downloading Starfield in the background, so it could be causing some issues. And I'm not going to blame that on there. I'm going to send that and restart. Let's hope it doesn't stop the recording. If it does, then I'll just come back up and start it again. That means we get to do all this over again. How wonderful. Stupid Satisfactory crashes. Yep, we get to do it all over again. want to deal with that hog. Let's see if I can sneak the slug without. I hope he noticed me. Come on. Okay, there's that. Let's see what we can do here. Sulfur. Okay, so we got this waterfall here that drops into the canyon. We want to avoid going down into the canyon if we can help it. Because it says that our coal resource is over in this direction. So, like I said, we have two options. We can either A, drop it. Basically find a source nearby of iron nearby the new... Okay, where is he at? Got more than one. Come on, come here. Come on over here, hog. Okay, so let's get back on track. So yeah, we could do one of three things. We could either build a facility over there and ship the iron back. Which, by the way, in the long run will be cheaper. So it looks like it's probably up there amongst those red trees. This is actually a really nice lake. Where exactly are we? And this is quite a ways from the power plant, but... Is that a floating hatchery? That's pure evil. Well, that's a glitch that needs to be handled, isn't it? So this lake here would be perfect as a reservoir for water for future projects. So we'll have to keep that in mind. That's what they're protecting, is that slug. So let's get on up there. And these power slugs would be great for research, so we need to collect them. Alright, so let's hit that again. Oh, we have an upper lake too, that's nice. Sometimes I hate these hatcheries. That hog is not focused on us. Let's not give him a reason to focus on us.
Relaying message. Hello, this is paternal figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Let's heal up. This guy here is going to be a little bit fun to battle. Okay. Hit it again. And 260 meters in that direction. What the heck is that?
Comply.
Hit it again, please. So it does look like it's up here. And it is. I hate those things. So it's a normal vein. Now, let's take a look and see if there's any iron around here. This would give us 60 a minute, which... Nope, so... There's iron resources, alright, but they're down... The nearest ones are over by our home. So this coal resource is out of line. Let's take a look at this one over here. Okay, where is it at? It looks like it's dead ahead 190 meters, so probably by that archway there. So here it is. This is a normal. It's another normal. And I don't think there's any iron over here, so... Which is really unfortunate because that means that this area is not going to work for that type of production. Yeah, and the nearest iron resources are looking like they... There's a big iron set over there, 820 meters away. Maybe I should go and investigate that. Don't want to drop into there. Definitely don't want to drop down that without a parachute. That's death right there waiting. We are going to make our way back down that way. So very, very carefully. So this is actually helping us to make our decision as to whether or not we're going to just... Of whether or not we're just going to ship iron to a coal site or coal to an iron site. So there's another nice lake here. Okay. So there's got to be a way up around here somewhere. There we go. And here we have a Valley of Death. You can't see that we killed your friends. Okay, so we got to be very careful. We don't want to die here because... Let's hit that again. So we're 200 meters away. And that's the trick. You just keep scanning until you get close. And hopefully don't let that happen. And over here we are trying to avoid ending up in the poisonous fog. And here we have a frickin' hog pushing us right in. Okay, so we're real close to the the coal mine. And we know
We're
that
so lucky
because
that you found this most valuable artifact.
we could see our pipelines that lead to it.
Harvest.
So I think it's up on this plateau right above us, so here's what we're gonna do.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact. Harvest it. Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
So we are gonna zoop right across. Which is gonna attract these guys. Just send you right on down into here. And we fall to our death. At least it's in a relatively safe area that we know relatively well because we've basically owned that area for a while now, so we'll get over there and collect our tools. And then we got to make a decision if we want to ship the iron from here to there, which is probably not a bad idea. But we're going to have to set up a good course for that to travel. All right. And yeah, I probably should have taken the tractor out this way. But I'm lazy and I don't want to. Let's check the head pressures on these pumps, shall we? About halfway, so it's not too bad. Okay. Let's see if we can get back up there so we can try this again. Okay. Come on.
Harvest.
Okay, so now the idea here.
Relaying message. Hello, this is paternal figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
So we're not going to get too far because we don't have a whole lot of steel left.
Comply.
So there's a lot of iron left. So let's take a look here. Here, this is our way up, and then we'll go back to the main base and. So hopefully they're just guarding this power slug. Okay, so we got 2 sources of iron up here. And we're going to crash right as we have to fight this hog. This game is making me angry today. Two times in less than 30 minutes. Knowing our luck, we're back at the factory. If that's the case, we'll pick up some more iron plate. We're not, so let's just head back to the factory and get some more iron plate. So yeah, it might be easier to ship the coal from up there.
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
And those pipelines are some of our most important and most valuable resources. So I got a decision I can make. I can either ship that power back there, or I can ship the coal up here. I don't know how an 800-meter long conveyor belt's going to work, but maybe I should give it a try, see how well it does. I mean, it's far enough away that, yes, I could consider shipping it by car, but at the same time, it's close enough that I could ship it by... I can ship it by conveyor belt. Especially since that factory would be up here. Which means all this forest has got to be clear cut and removed. And that might be the better choice because I know for a fact there's limestone up here too. And we need that for concrete beams later. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it here. And we'll work at that direction. So let's have a look. Okay, so I left all my materials out there, so let's go grab a few of the ones that I know we're going to need that we're running low on. Let's take them all. Put more concrete, more steel. These are things I know we're going to need out there at the construction site, at our construction site. Our concrete production has come a long way. And we're going to head up the stairs here. And see how our reinforced plate's doing. And we're going to need a lot of that for what we're about to do, so. And yes, the last time we were here, we also added modular frames to our production queue. Okay. We're going to take the tractor out there. It's one, this brings a workbench with us. And two, it allows for us to have extra storage, just in case we can't fit everything after we grab our tools again. Store those. Okay, so we can't slide underneath the pipe here. And we want to be precautioned about disturbing this pipe. This pipe is one of the most important aspects of our base. It is, of course, after all, how we get power from it's one of our power producing systems that it fuels with water, so it's important to keep that safe. Alright, so we're gonna have to build a ramp up and over these pipes because somehow this rig got flipped up and over. We're gonna use the 4-meter ramp. Okay, so let's see if we could jump on over. And yes, we can, so perfect. Now we're back on this side again. This is the side we want to do the construction. We're gonna at very least bring the conveyor up. Okay, so I know that we have a level 2 coal reserve right there. Or we have 2 of them right there. We're gonna take just one, and we want a pure one. So let's take a look. You, pure. This will do. Okay, I think I have a workbench up here that I can use to build portable miner. So you can see we're getting 1200 megawatts from this facility, which is great. Yes, we do have the ability to do that here. We need a portable miner to actually access that field. I was really hoping not to be running into any spiders at my mine site. And we're gonna immediately power this facility up, okay? Because it's a long way from home. Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. We're gonna start building our Mark II belt. Once again, here we go. Another crash. That's 3 in a row. It's really starting to piss me off. It's not like this game to crash this much. Usually it only crashes once and then that's it. But to have it do it 3 times in less than an hour is ridiculous. Okay, do I have my... So that's where it stopped me. I gotta go and actually build another one. And build another what's it called. You know, it's just really frustrating. You know, you expect the program to not have any issues. And then it just crashes on you. It's a constant upheaval. It makes me think sometimes that this isn't worth producing a stream on. This wouldn't be worth a live stream because this game is crashing so constantly. This game's not reliable. Now I've recently started one on American Truck Simulator, but at least that game is somewhat reliable. So, okay, so yeah, let's. Get rid of these trees. And this is where we're gonna cross, okay? This is where we're gonna send the coal across. So we're gonna have the power plant point this, we're gonna have the coal, the miner point this direction. We're immediately gonna hook it up to grid. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to have it come up here to be high. This will give us a path to bring our tractor down and under. And I guess this is going to be the real test to see just how well this works. Now, there's no promises that this is actually going to work. But we don't know the answer to that until we actually try, so... And remember, a kilometer's a long way to be conveyoring. This is a lot of resources that we're having to invest into this conveyor line. And at some point we may end up cutting this whole line out. This costs us several hundred reinforced iron plate. But it's not like it's a real expensive expense to us. But yes, we are at destination. So I will take it. Now let's see here if... Let's just follow this guy here. We're gonna clear cut some of this crap out of the way. Now we'll know if it works if we start seeing the coal heading this way. Now we did our best that we could to try to make sure that we didn't clip too much. But this will, at least if this is actually working, which it is working. It looks like it's only giving us 60 a minute though, so I need to go have a look at that. I don't have to have a look at that. I figured out the problem. So yeah, this whole line needs to be the 120. We want to get as much coal there as we can. And right now what we're doing is we're going back down this way to pick up the tractor. Now I gotta hope the tractor can clear this. Which it can, that's good. So yes, we've actually cleared up to where we need to be now. We brought this up to where it needs to be, so we're going to transport the coal to the metal factory. Now we're just going to decide where exactly we're going to build this up here. And a lot of that's going to require us to start clear cutting some of this stuff down. Frickin' hog up here in the middle of nowhere. So we're going to send this iron that's right here, these two iron nodes, up and over this cliff and into a factory that we're going to build. I think this valley right here would be perfect. So let's get to work on that. I think I'm going to want it to be a little high. That way it creates quite a bit of headroom. Now, we're probably not going to do logistics floor on this right away. I don't think there's really a purpose in that. We're just going to build this guy out. Okay, so let's zoop this across here. Okay, so there's that direction. Zoop it across this direction. That way we can see what's going on here. Okay, so we're going to bring the tractor up. I think a lot of the reason why I don't want to do a factory stack set yet on this is that I have never really dealt with this before. Where's the stupid hog? Is he up here on my platform? This fat pig is up here. Where he doesn't belong. So, leaving behind the Iron Age now and moving toward steel is going to require, it's going to be very much a power, it's very much power intensive as far as I could tell. I mean, this is as far as I've gotten in the game is tier 4. And we're going to want to build out as much of this equipment as we can. So this is perfect because there is our coal inlet. And this is a large factory area, so we're going to bring that coal in over here. Okay, we're going to want that to come in over here. We'll stop it right there for now. Okay, so we should have some new equipment in our productions tab, foundry in particular. So the foundries are used to make steel. And we're going to need some components that we don't have in inventory here to build them. So we're going to have to go get those. Primarily, we need reinforced steel with reinforced iron frames. So, one of these components that we see here on our list to the left for phase 2 of the space elevator can be produced right now using steel. Okay, one of them. The middle one. So we can't produce the big rotor components yet, but we can begin working our way towards that. Let's drop down to this miner. So we're only going to take one of these right now because I believe both of these are pure. So we should only need one. Yeah, this one's pure. And this one's pure. We'll use one of these for dealing with some of our basics at the moment. Or for our basic iron facility. And then we'll use the other one, or one for the steel facility that we're building, and the other one will be for the iron that will be needed to build some of these steel products. The great thing about this location is that across the way here, not too far from where we're at right now, we have access to limestone, which we're going to need for the next phase of construction. So let's go Q. We're going to add this to 3. Alright, and let's go, and we're gonna build these down at we'll start these right here, actually. We'll build our first one right here. F, please. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, if that's not what we're looking for. So we got the wrong equipment, which is 3. Let's actually put it in this square here. E. So still ingot. We need 45 iron ore a minute and 45 coal. So 45, we can have 3 of these. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. Coal is going to come from above, and iron will come from below. Okay, so here's our splitters. so let's make sure that's input it is. So we got to get these three on there. We don't want those to be there. We're going to put okay, we'll drop that in there. Okay, so there's that one. Actually, I'll tell you the truth, I'm doing these wrong. I'm going to want the iron to come in over here, so... Okay, so let's get the conveyor belts in place. And this is not lined up right. How nice. That one is. Okay, so... Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna drop this guy down like so. So this is a problem. Please tell me that's an intake. That's what we want it to be. Yeah, that's an intake. This is an outtake. So that's one of the things I really don't like this game for, is the way that that behaves. Okay, we're gonna send our coal in there. Upgrade this to a level 2. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create what's called an off. We're going to do an offshoot here. We'll zip a couple of these in. Okay. So I think the miner will point this way. It'll loop it around. So we're going to need to go over to our... I forgot to go over to our workshop and build a portable miner again. It's going to be nice when we get to Mark 4 with some of this stuff, but right now we're nowhere near. Okay, portable miner. No tools, please. Not enough space in inventory. What can I get rid of? Why don't we drop the leaves, the spider bites? That should do it. At least we might get this up and running tonight. Because of the crashes, it's definitely slowed us down. And it's 7 that we want. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know if that's high enough or not. So what we're going to do is bring this back around here. We'll stop it there. And go up there and have it build. That way we can get it perfectly level with our floor. Now, at some point, this is all going to get upgraded to level 3. That's going to double our capability. Alright, so let's have a look-see here. 3. E. Yep, 3. Okay, so now that's zooped right up here onto this level. It's 1 too high, but that's not a problem. We'll just... bring this on over like so. Okay, so now our iron is not looking too bad. Let's get that up and running. So these machines, let's get them all wired up and ready to run. And then our last thing will be getting pipe production up and running. So now our machines are going to start receiving coal, I can start stocking up while we're waiting on the iron to get up here, which it's now coming. Okay, so let's get to it. I believe the next step is assemblers. Let's start down here. We're going to line them up in this direction. And steel beam. So steel beam is going to require 15, 60, and then it puts out 15. So these put out 45, right? 45, 90. So we were maxing out at 120. This gives 60 and 15. So let's just have one of those. And then on the other side, facing this way, we'll have machines that produce steel pipe. And it requires 30, so that's 90. So we'll have two of these, which will yield us 120 pipe. So that uses all 120 here. So we're going to merge these four into one. And then we'll have them split. Here, right down the center. Now keep in mind that we're going to hit tier 3. When we hit tier 3, for the miners in particular. Okay, so I think it's an assembler that's required to build that middle component there, so a 0. Put the assembler here. Yes, and it requires, ooh. So we are not going to build that right away. We're going to stockpile first. Because I know for a fact that in order for us to build the next level, I need more iron rods. Let's go get them. So we're going to have to build an iron factory over here that specifically just builds nothing but those. Because I don't want to ship the ones we... Actually, I probably should just ship the ones from this factory to there. It's not like it would hurt us at all. Alright, so let's get this task done and get this steel factory up and running, the starts of the steel. And then we'll be calling it a night. More than likely you'll see this video on Thursday. And I did film it Wednesday evening. When I get home from work, I'll probably post it. I'm thinking Saturday, if I've got time, I'll do a live stream. this one. For this particular game, for this actually particular series, in fact. Okay, so let's have 2 of those. Two of these. So you got to keep in mind here, we're going to get quite a bit of output. Now, so you can see our machines have stopped. That is intentional. We don't want our machines to be running at the moment. Not until we have everything hooked up. And now that everything is hooked up, let's make sure we get it all wired in. Let's go there. And there's that. So, yes, I think we will just pipe some over here, some of that tube, so some of those frames over, so that's not a problem. We'll get to that here before we go to bed, and that'll call it. Let's see, now what do I need? Oh, yes. Well, that is not going to work, so... And neither is that one. So, that's something you got to remember with these guys. They tend to not be perfectly lined up. Okay, so now it's not wanting to behave tonight. So we get these guys all wired in. And start these facilities back up again. And now you're going to see these are going to all rush right on into here. And out comes the product. So now let's start getting a path from here to there. So Zoop is up and running. So we got a pipe here, so we're gonna actually run it up to this one. What I'm gonna do is okay, so we're gonna go over to our line that consists of making these frames. We're gonna look for the one where they're being dumped out, which I believe is this one here. So we gotta delete that. We gotta get a splitter on that. Yes, a lot has changed. We've unlocked a few things because we really have the resources for it, which is really awesome. Okay, so that's going to go out there. And actually, we're going to stop it from going to that tube entirely for now. Now, we're not mass producing any of this stuff yet, so we're going to elevate it up. That way we have room for it. Okay, so we now need to get the machine in place. We're going to put the machine over here. It's 0. Okay, so here's what we're going to do now. That's not close enough at all. Perfect. So the good thing is we haven't started to see any of our containers get out this way yet. And now we're seeing him out here, so this will produce these guys. We get 2.5 a minute and 30 a minute, which means that we can yield which is good because that'll give us half that steel. That's actually bad because we're not going to be able to produce enough steel right now for it, but it's like I said, we're going to have to do what we can. And in time, we won't have this issue anymore. Okay, so now let's bring this guy on over. We'll have a wire right on in. And there we go. So now we're bringing in iron frames from across the way. And we need 500 of those, so this is going to be running for a while. And while it's doing that, we're going to be doing some upgrades. So let's go back over to the let's go back over to our, what's it called here? Our hub. We're going to choose the next upgrade, and then we're going to call it a night. We've got to work toward getting that tier 2 stuff. That way we can upgrade this factory to producing more of those more of those things, those plates. So let's have a look here. Hub. Advanced steel production. So this is going to give us the Mark II miner. So we're already working on tier 4 stuff. And we actually got most of this being produced right now. What about logistics 2? Let's do logistics Mark III first. And we'll grab this tonight if we can. And then we'll call it a night. I think, if I'm stand corrected, I should have all the resources I need over there to produce this. We have come a long way, so we need that steel tube and the steel pipe. So let's take a look at our inventory first off. Got 6 slots, that should be more than enough to handle it. So it's only receiving like 2 of these per minute, so we are actually lagging on that device, not just from that, but from also the production of iron itself. So this container's empty, this container's empty. Well, it's gonna take some time, so and this is yielding out 5 per minute, so that might help. They're not connected, are they? No, they're not. So yeah, this takes 30 in a minute. That's 60 here. and 60 over there, so that's 120. And you gotta remember, right now we can't produce more than that 'cause that's all we got coal for. It takes 45 and 45 and yields 45, so this one's 45. And this is at 100%. And we should have, so 90. This one here shouldn't be at 100%, 73, so that sounds about right. This one needs 60 a minute to yield 15, so, and we really need over here is 30. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to call it here. I'm going to say this is a job well done, and that we will pick it up. We'll pick up upgrading our iron facility on the next run, and I will see you all next time. This is MechE87 signing off, and don't forget, if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button, and if you want more content like this, don't feel please subscribe. It does help my channel out, and it tells me if I'm doing right. Thank you, and I will catch you on the next episode.